So ladies and gentlemen, I recently made a video about standard, dynamic, and linear aim assist. And in that video I said that I was going to switch from dynamic to linear to see if I liked it. And this is the follow-up video, the one that everybody's been asking me for. And I'm going to be telling you all my notes and my tips of what happened when I switched from dynamic to linear response curve type. Let's jump right into this video. Just so you have a background of what the motion of this is, I've been using dynamic basically since Warzone came out. If you guys didn't know, standard aim response curve type was this curve type that was for every single other Call of Duty. So we've always been playing on that one. This Call of Duty was the first one that really gave us all these sort of settings available for this game. So I've been playing on dynamic ever since, and I believe it's probably one of the most chosen ones out there. Now, when I switched to linear, at first I didn't really see that much of a difference. Like, it really wasn't that hard to get used to. I mean, like, as a lot of people say, the only thing I had to do was lower my sensitivity, and then I was good to go. And then overall, I did feel it was really good. Now, I did feel like a significant improvement. You know, I think my aim was a little bit smoother and I was tracking a lot better. But this is where the most interesting thing came, where I really realized that linear is just so much more powerful and a lot better than dynamic. So I went back to Vanguard, right? I switched back to Vanguard every once in a while to level up my guns and stuff. And in Vanguard, the settings don't switch, right? So I had linear on Warzone, but I never switched on Vanguard. So I started playing a little bit of multiplayer, and I was just playing shipment or whatever, and I was like, god damn, like, what the fuck is wrong with my aim? You know, like, it just feels so off. Like, it's like the acceleration is weird, or I don't know what is weird. So I went into my settings and I was like, holy shit, I still haven't switched from dynamic. But I swear, like, the difference was so big. It's like, I don't know, it's like, because if you guys don't know the way dynamic works, it basically like accelerates your sensitivity when you start moving, and then towards the middle it like slows it down, and then at the end speeds it back up a little bit. I'm not exactly sure the curve. There's a lot of reasons on how the curve works, but it basically does this like S curve motion of speeding and slowing down your ADS sensitivity. But again, since I've been playing on it so long, I've been used to it. I never noticed that. But again, with linear, you don't get any help from the computer whatsoever. Like, the pure input that you put on your analog stick, that is what you're gonna get. And like I said, when I went and I switched her, I was like I just couldn't aim. I was like, oh my god, like, who would even play on this? Like, it was so bad, it wasn't even funny. Like, the acceleration, you can really feel the acceleration, and it messes up your aim so much. So what I think I got from this experience is I played really good on dynamic. Like, my aim was really good, right? And I got used to it. Switching to linear, I think it felt like a little bit smoother and a little bit better. But that's the thing, I don't really think, you know, from dynamic to linear, when you make the switch, like, oh my god, like, you're gonna turn into this god and everything, you know, it's, oh my, you're gonna be dropping 40 bombs all over the place. It's not really like that, right? You know, so again, it's a pretty big difference, right? But I would just say that you feel a little bit better. So if you're from dynamic, I assure you that it's not even gonna take you, it's probably gonna take you one game to get used to the linear curve. And again, like I said in the beginning, the main tip that I would have for you guys, if you want to switch, is definitely lower your sensitivity down and your ADS sensitivity down with that one, because again, since there is no slowdown, speed down, anything like that, it is going to be raw sensitivity. So in my case, I did feel that the sensitivity I had was a lot higher. So I was playing on 9.9 on dynamic, and now I brought it down to 8.8 on linear, and I think like my ADS zoom is like about 0.60, something like that. So I definitely lowered it down significantly. But again, my general notes and overall idea of this video is, again, switching from dynamic to linear will definitely make you better, right? It definitely feels a lot smoother. And even if you're playing on standard, I really do think that if you can, I know a lot of people are saying like only pros play on linear because you got to know how to control the analog stick, and there's no computer helping you and anything like that. But to be honest, I really didn't see it that hard. I wouldn't really say you have to be a pro. I wouldn't say you have to be playing Call of Duty all this time or having this expensive controllers. I'd really say that everybody should change to linear. So I definitely felt that significant improvement. But like I said, it was when I switched back, well, accidentally, and I was using dynamic, that I was like, oh my god, like, who would ever play in something like this? Like, it was just so bad, it wasn't even funny. So again, if you haven't tried it from my follow-up video from the other one. I said that let's say you play on dynamic, let's say you play on standard, just switch to linear, all right, for a little bit. Also, I do want to mention that this wasn't like, oh, I played this for an hour and oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever. No, like I did this switch about 2 weeks ago, and a lot of people have been asking me ever since, and I kept telling you know, like I just want to make sure that I really played with this enough. I really want to make sure that I put a good video out for you guys, not just using it one day, you know, like all these other YouTubers saying that, oh my god, this is meta, and then the next day they come up with another thing is meta. No, like I mean, I did use this quite significantly, you know, about 2 weeks, and I can tell you again for sure that this is definitely meta, and if you guys, you should definitely switch. And again, remember, you don't have to be a pro, you don't have to be a tryhard, everybody should switch. Just again, remember, you do need to lower your sensitivity down. Let me know down below in the comments, what aim response curve type are you playing on right now, and did I change your mind? Will you play linear? Let me know. Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one.